We moved very nicely on to Kitty Sucker.
The song is, again, it's a love song. It's about celebrating that passion that you have with someone when you find someone and you fit together, like in all ways, like mentally, spiritually, physically, like, and the power that has over you, you know, and like the enjoyment and the celebration and the pleasure that you can have from life, like. Probably this is the very beginning of the precursor of the last three songs,
so
you know.
This is another added layer to that.
Yeah, but it's so, you know, and about how when you join all of those things together, you can just feel like one, you know. That's where the chorus is. You feel like you're two broken halves of a heart, and you can somehow find a way back together. But yeah.
Dean. Sorry, collaborating with Frank on this one. This, I mean, to me, it sounded like a fun one to lay down and get involved.
This was really fun. We did this. This was the second one we did with Cam.
Okay.
So we had already said to our management, like, sign him up, and they were like, "You've got this tomorrow booked in. Just see how that goes." And I think it was something like by lunchtime that day, we were like, "We have something." 'Cause we started this song, and then we heard just the more like, if Love Games was that kind of soulful, you can be anything you want side to that 2 days we did. This was you could be the best version of what you know as well. And it was another example, like I remember you doing the after the bridge, and it kind of picks back up, and Frank does the vocal there. I remember you recording that the first time is what's on the record, and we had a lot of moments like that where there was like kind of too much energy in the room for me with these two, like bouncing off of each other. I'm just sitting there.
Something going on, don't
yeah,
they?
it was. But like I think the beauty of this recording was that Cam was managing to record all that rather than get like stuck in it too much. And so I remember sitting watching that get recorded and being so amped and thinking that's exactly how someone's going to feel when they're watching this live, and just having a really like unusual moment where like all that energy and that moment right there was captured, and it was like on the record, and I was like, okay, this.
It was the thing is, it was off the cuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the first time you wanted to try it.
It was like, I just want to try something. I got an idea, and it's unbelievable.
I say like a lot, like when you're in the studio.
Sorry,
yeah,
no,
it's the bridge.
Yeah.
No, the bit when it jumps up.
Yeah.
And he starts screaming.
I say a lot, like when you're in the studio, that's where you're trying to catch lightning in a bottle, you know, you're trying to make real magic. And with this whole process, there was so many times when that happened because I was given the freedom to just try things. You know, and when you're given the freedom to try things, like quite often the first time you do something is the purest.
Yeah.
Whether it's the best or not, is you know, that's remiss. It doesn't really matter. If you've got talent and you understand like where you want to go with something, the first time you try it, you're going to deliver it with such confidence because it doesn't matter. You're not trying to hit anything.
It's not about perfection,
it's there.
is it? It's that, like you said, it's that energy. It's that moment. That, and you want everyone else that is going to be listening to it to feel that.
That's really where like that's the kind of art, like the unsaid art of your job is to create an environment as a producer where you've got artists making music with that much freedom and excitement, and it's not something we ever talked about.
No, we spent a long time just hanging out and talking about shit anyway.
It's a crazy process recording music because you essentially have to take a producer who you might have never met before and bring them into your inner circle, closer than a lot of your friends and family. You know, we're lucky it was Cammy because he's just like we're best mates now. You know, like genuinely. So it's easy now.
Alan, I want to talk about the idea of relationships with you quickly. I mean, as we've said before, you've worked with many a legendary band. No, you have. Don't be, you can't be like that.
I've been fortunate.
Yes, you have been very fortunate, but obviously for all the right reasons, you know. But how important is that? How important is that relationship? Do you, when you work with a new band or you meet a band for the first time, do you go and play pool snooker? Do you?
If it's mixing, then you don't generally do that part, but you still have to have a relationship. I mean, it's although now it's becoming less so you can do with emails, but with Frank here we had phone conversations and met up, and so, which I think it's important on a record like this, that you can't just disconnect from it. You have to have some of the inside bit of what's going on, because a lot of it is emotionally raw, and it's important to feel where someone's coming from.